What's going on, guys? YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, back with another video. Yeah, man, I just got all this out here just to let you guys see, like, what could you bring in an emergency loadout situation where you had to just get and go. As you can see, it would get really crazy, man. You got all this stuff right here. I mean, it's nuts, man. Like, even if you brought like a 10.5 inch, you got to think about carrying this, carrying that. You would have to think about, are you going to bring a whole chest, a whole plate carrier? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to bring a whole plate carrier with you, all loaded out? I mean, that's something you have to think about. What plates in there? Would you bring just a chest rig, micro chest rig, where not quite as heavy as a plate carrier? Load it all out. Man, you got a belt you can wear, backpack. You have to have this. So it's a lot to think about. I mean, then you got to figure, like, what kind of rifle you going to bring. Are you going to bring a 16-inch rifle? Are you gonna bring a 16 inch? Like I said, a 12, a 10.5 inch. I mean, even if you brought a shorty, even if you bought a shorty, a 7.5 inch or something like that, you still got to think about that. Are you going to bring all this stuff, and then you're giving up velocity and distance on the 7.5 inch? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to think about, and don't even think about bringing like a shotgun. That's just extra weight, heavy. Shells are more bigger. That would just weigh you down. This is a beast. Yeah, you get your capacity, but that would just weigh you down. You'd be tired carrying that. So it's a lot to think about. How you gonna carry your pistol? How would you carry your gun? I mean, it's a lot to think about. But more importantly, uh, just in the urban situations, I mean, we all pretty much, we all have access to EMTs calling 911, but there's a lot of cases where people would tell you where people lost their lives on just minor cuts and abrasions and whatnot, just because they didn't have basic medical on hand, and also they didn't have basic knowledge of how to treat. Pretty much could be a simple wound or something like that, and the person lost their life because of just basics, first aid, first responder, CPR, all that kind of stuff, skill sets. And then, also the other factor is the reason why I'm getting to this video is we should all try to take some courses on this stuff, because um, you never know when you might have to use it. And also, uh, just getting used to being around blood, so to speak, like not trying to be gory or like weird or anything like that. But if you take these classes, and you'll get kind of over the weirdness of blood and all that kind of stuff, and getting used to like being around it. And so if something did happen, it wouldn't freak you out, because I bet you a lot of people, when they in an emergency situation, they pretty much freak out when they see blood. So that's what I was getting at, was that. So as you see, I take it pretty much serious, because I have an IFAC for all my kits for my chest rig, and these are all set up with the basic stuff that you need: stop bleed kits, chest seals, all kind of gauzes and stuff like that, clotting material, things of that nature. And same with this one on the plate carrier. Got, like I said, tourniquet. All that's inside of this one too. Tourniquets on this, tourniquet on this one, chest seals, stop bleed. And like I said, for me, like I said, I know a lot of first aid. I'm not a pro, but a lot of these are set up for like urban. Even my gun belt, same as this one: stop bleed, chest seals, all that kind of stuff, clotting material. Same thing, pretty much tourniquet. Got a tourniquet in the front on that one. But what I was going to get at on what I learned, some courses I took, is one of these kits like this, on your first aid kit. I try to overstuff these, because if you use it one time, it's going to be messy when you have to use it, probably. So a lot of stuff's gonna get messed up and bloodied up and all that probably because we're more than likely if you're using it for that, unless it's light first aid, then you're okay. But don't be afraid to stuff these things tight because you're gonna if you use it, that supply to be drained down, and you don't not want to have not enough. But you know what I'm getting at. So don't be afraid. See, I get that nice and stuffed up in there. Don't be afraid. As long as you can close it properly without busting your zippers and your buckles. And like I said, these are the rip away ones. These are the rip away ones, so you can just throw that to somebody. Now, see, I got that tourniquet wrapped underneath there like that. I don't know why it's like that. I guess I really like that. I don't like that too much, but these are the rip away ones. So these just rip away. You can just throw them to somebody in emergency. But I got to fix that one. I don't like the way that tourniquet is. I think I did that just in emergency. But yeah, so when you buy these pouches and stuff, and a lot of my stuff is about like One Tigris and these other little companies. They're not really all the high end ones, G Code and all that. But when you get them, just go ahead and stuff them as much as you possibly can. So if you ever use it, you have a full load ready to go. Now, like I said, they're all designed for different reasons. At the range, certain things, real shit at the fan situation, a lot of things up in here. Chest plate, like I said, chest rig, same thing. But one of the things I want to point out, and like I said, if you guys want to rock a leg, drop leg system, I got that too. And so you got to think about all the ways you're going to carry your weapon in your sidearm. And that's pretty important. So just keep that in mind, man. Start thinking about that kind of stuff. How are you going to run your stuff and how you going to carry it? And do you got a gun belt set up? And just something to think about. But mainly make sure you got your first aid. Now, the other part I want to do was show you so these are all set up so I don't have to, if something happened, I don't have to wonder if I got first aid. And in my cars, I have first aid kits, and I did throw in some gauzes and stop bleeds in them just in case. But they're mainly set up for just like light, mild first aid, first responder stuff. But the one I want to show you was I built this one too, and this is like an emergency first responder bag. But I kind of built in some kind of some gun stuff in it too. I got a carabiner. I always like to have these on there and ready to go. You got this flap here. You got a little pin light. Look at somebody's eyes, see if their eyes dilated. You got that going. Sharpie, ink pen. And this is like a little card. I got this from a class, and they showed you all the stuff they had in it. But it was light. It wasn't fully loaded. It was just kind of like a gift bag with doing a class, and it had a few things in it, like Band-Aid kits. But I overstuffed this one. Like I was saying, I got to overstuff all kind of stuff. Stop bleed, gauzes, eye dressing, tape, eye wash, and just overstuff with all kind of stuff. So when you use it, you don't have to worry like it would be enough if you ran out to the side of a freeway and someone needed aid. You just grab this whole bag. This is what this is for. It's an eye wash, and you see I got all the stuff like this lined up: foil blanket, compress, antiseptic towels, all the pads, sterile pads, and ointments, antibiotic stuff, emergency blanket, tourniquet, first aid burn cream, burn gel. Just got it pretty much overstuffed with everything you would need. Triangular bandages, and like I said, this is for first responder if I'm on a freeway driving or in the town. So I keep this in my car. I have a first aid kit for each car, but this one I take when I travel. I'll bring this with me in that particular car. So that's why it's like this. You can wear it around your waist, or you can sling it, hand it to somebody. And you got these pouches right here. And I have like just some inners. Like I said, I mixed kind of some gun stuff in it. And that's chest seals in here too. And here there's a whistle. So in case you got to hey, come help me, you know what I'm saying? So it's a nice little bag just to have and reflective. Like this is not tactical. This is, like I said, it's a first responder bag. And I have my name inside here in the card. So if I gave it to somebody, they can get it back to me. So something to think about, man. Having certain first aid kits already built out, and that way you don't have to worry. And like even in this bag right here, I have a kit inside of here too. so nobody's kit gets robbed under emergency. And this is in my go bag kit, tourniquet, everything in here. Again, like I said, you can toss this to somebody. So this would be in my go bag right here, emergency go bag. So, and this one has comms on it too. All my bags, all my kits have comms on here, comms on here. I don't have comms on that, but I'll probably have one of these with me or this bag with me. So make sure you got your comms all set up and you got all your kits. And that way you don't have to take a kit from one of your setups. And like I said, in my cars, I have a regular, those standard little first aid kits you see at Costco, whatever, little plastic ones. I got one of those in each car. But like I said, this is the main baby, the ready to go one for first responder. And you should know first aid, CPR, have that ready to go, and everything clearly marked that it is first aid. So if someone has to grab it in case you're unconscious, someone to know what this is. I think someone in the free world, in the first world country, would know that this is probably a first aid kit. I think they would recognize all that. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, think about how you're going to carry your firearms in emergency. Are you going to do mid-rise? Or are you going to do leg drop like that? Concealed carry, like, I'm saying, I'll probably be having a couple of guns on me. I'll have this automatically. So then the other options will be this or that or something like that. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. And let me know about these first aid kits. Make sure you guys get on these things and build these things out. There's a little bit of investment in the beginning. But after that, after you get the tourniquets all, like all these got tourniquets all in them and chest seals and all of them. And then once you get it set up, man, then you can feel a little bit more confident when you go out to the range or doing whatever you're doing. And like I said, it doesn't have to be shit at the fan. It could be just an urban emergency evacuation, and you can just grab one of these and you just know, like, I got enough to get me going. All right. So that's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you think. This is your boy Eyes and Ears Tactical. Everybody stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.